Okay, 1 year ago this weekend, I went into my second surgery for cancer. I don't think a lot of people know this, but yes, I had 2 surgeries for cancer. Not because the cancer came back after successful treatment, but because for me, after my first major surgery, we found out, or the doctors found out, that they accidentally left a piece of the tumor behind. And I'm not sure what other people know about tumors, but a tumor is a contained little it is its own contained environment, right? So all the bad things in your body, all the damaged mitochondria, all the damaged cells, it congregates together and it creates a tumor. And then so basically tumor is your body's way of excuse me, confining your illness and your damaged cells into one little localized area, right? And then what happens, this is why people have a problem with biopsies, is that when you tear apart and you rip apart a tumor with a biopsy, or in my case with surgery, or I had a biopsy too, but in my case, so we tore pieces of the tumor apart and ripped it open with the terrible biopsy. And so they had to pierce it 8 different times in 8 different places because it was so hard to get to. And then during the surgery, I guess because the tumor invaded my actual muscle, and tumors don't actually grow in muscle. If you hear about other people who have cancer, cancer usually travels to organs or they travel to bones, soft tissue, right? They don't usually like to go into muscle because muscle isn't really a habitable, it's not a very hospitable place for cancer cells to grow. But for some reason, my tumor, or at least the main one of the 3 that they found, 4, whatever, the main one was, it lodged itself into my pectoral muscle. And I think because there was no way for them to check how deep into the muscle the tumor actually went, it turned out that I was living for 1 week after my initial gigantic surgery with this piece of tumor that was cut open, spliced, and just now it's like, it's the contained tumor is now open, and that piece of tumor was left inside my muscle. I want to say festering, but oh well. And that is the cause of, oh no, that's not the cause. I had a leftover piece of tumor on my left side, on the cancer side. Strangely enough, on the right side, I developed a hematoma, which is when blood pools and it's just like dead blood, so nothing that circulates out of your body. And that was the cause of my extreme pain and my excessive bleeding. And we found out that because I have problems on my left and my right side, they put me into an emergency surgery exactly 1 week after my gigantic double mastectomy surgery. And that was the 1-year anniversary of that was this past weekend. So basically every week of this year of 2026 has been a new milestone for me. It has been a constant reminder. Every single week I get a reminder of how lucky I am, of how blessed I am to not only be alive, but absolutely thriving. And the things that I learned only because of this cancer diagnosis, it has changed my life, and I'm so thankful for it. I don't know how to end this video other than to say that I'm incredibly grateful. I'm so thankful for that I got humbled, and that I couldn't just point to science and medicine and say that that saved me. I'm so glad that there is no way for me to say that. And the only thing that saved me was actually crying out to Jesus. I can't even say God anymore. I had to get to the point where I was forced to say, Jesus, save me. And that's the only thing that saved me. I'll talk about that more in my videos. But yeah, this is just a recap of my 1-year anniversary. I don't care if you don't celebrate with me, but I'm celebrating.